Welcome to 29 to Life.
The podcast where two nearly 30-year-olds are still trying to figure out their 20s.
I'm Annie.
And I'm Lucy.
Come and join us as we figure it all out together. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? How are you feeling?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to be here.
Me too.
I'm ready.
Raring to rock and roll.
Me too. Shall we give them a sneak peek of what's to come?
Absolutely.
Here it is. Welcome to the first episode of 29 to Life.
Here's what you can expect.
We'll be discussing friendship,
dating,
careers,
finances,
relationships,
living situations, and so much more.
Let's get into it.
Now that all the formal stuff is out the way, why are we doing the pod, mate?
That is an excellent question.
Enlighten the audience.
Enlighten them
Yeah.
I will. Basically, I have wanted to do a podcast for quite some time, many a year.
Yeah.
And I finally pulled the trigger on it. I finally thought, now's the time. I'm doing it. I'm in my 29th year of life. I'm about to turn 30, so that gives you a hint to the name of the podcast. And I'm just at the point in my life where I don't care about other people's judgment anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm not as self-conscious. I feel like I'm coming into myself as a woman.
Absolutely.
As a human being. And I am ready to have a creative outlet. And
yes.
I felt like a podcast was just the best way to do that. It's accessible, it's fun, it's easy, it's not in your face, but it can be if you want it to be.
Hey.
Whatever floats your boat. I've just always wanted to do a podcast, and the timing feels right. So does my co-host.
Hey, that's me.
I originally came to Lucy to say, hey, look, I'm thinking of doing a podcast and I don't think I'm confident enough, or not even confident enough, but I just don't think it would flow as well if it was just me on my own. And that would also put a lot of pressure on getting guests in.
Yeah.
And that's not always possible, obviously, as much as we would like to in the future, get some good guests in. But obviously, logistically, that can be very difficult. So to ease myself in, I was like, maybe I get a co-host, and I flew some ideas around with Lucy, and initially it wasn't even a conversation about her being my co-host necessarily.
No, it wasn't actually.
But she very kindly offered me some advice on marketing it, and she, helped me structure my thoughts around why I wanted to do it and what it should be about. And she workshopped, we did some blue sky thinking together. And
I'm just a good egg.
Yeah, she is. She helped me come up with the name. I
did.
It was good. So in that process of us kind of pinging ideas back and forth, I was like, you know what? This is working well. This is a partnership made in heaven. So we then decided to do it together, which is perfect.
Absolutely perfect, because let's be honest, I am loving the fact that I'm on this journey with you. Yeah. And I think this is going to be so much fun. And thank you for everyone who has tuned in.
Yes.
Because this is the start of something new.
Yes, it is. It is, and I am very excited for it.
So, leading on from that, why is the pod called 29 to Life?
So, as I mentioned a second ago, I am 29 now. I am turning 30 this year. And
woohoo!
Yeah, Lucy's turning 29 this year.
I am.
And
I'm a young'un.
I think the closer, there's that societal pressure of, oh my God, you're going to be 30 and it's this big scary thing, and there's always a lot of talk around those big birthdays, like 21, 30, 40, etc. And you naturally become more reflective and start thinking about things. You put different things of your life into perspective. So I started thinking back over the past decade of my life, and I was like, you know what? If I'm going to do a podcast, it'd be really fun to maybe put some of my memories down in a form that I can always listen to them back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we've been friends for a decade now, actually.
I know.
Which is crazy. Over a decade. It's the 11th year this year.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We made it past the 7-year itch. We're doing really well.
We did. Oh,
Smashed past that goal.
Smashed it. Look at us now, thriving.
I know. So we have lots of stories, both individually and together, that will be fun to discuss. And so I felt reflective, and I thought, do you know what? It would have been really nice when I was 21 just
Yeah.
first starting in the trenches. Like, you're just going down. You're like, oh, actually, I mean, apologies if anyone actually works in the military and I'm using this analogy in a terrible way. But, you know, you see those war movies and it's like, oh, the trenches look quite cool. And then they're really not. They're rough out there. But there are moments of joy in them.
Yeah.
So, I thought if I was 21, it would have been really nice to listen to something that maybe elaborates on some experiences that I'm going through or I'm yet to go through or that I'm anxious about, and it's just something to relate to. I mean, there might be points where there's a little bit of advice in there, but I mean, we've made it this far, but I don't know if we're qualified to give advice.
No, 110% not. However, you know, if you're going to listen to any advice that may pop up over the course of these episodes, we're telling you now, you know, we're not professionals. So that on your head be it.
Please hold a ginormous pinch of salt if you do decide to take any advice that we may throw out there. Because I'm not saying we won't give advice, but I'm also saying it's not an advice podcast.
No.
It's a chatty podcast to reminisce, to talk about our 20s, talk about to life as well as also part of that. So it's talking about life in general, but
next goals.
With an aim to reflect back on your 20s and see what it's all about, really. Yeah. And then hopefully in the future we can have some guests on who can share their experiences about
that would be cool.
Life before their 20s, life during their 20s, life after your 20s even. We're
because
open.
There is a life after your 20s, guys, okay? Just because we hit the big 3-0 doesn't mean, you know, that it's the be all end all.
So yeah, we'd love to have listeners of all ages, obviously age appropriate in the lower end. But we're not closing this off to anything or any age or any person or any creed, any colour. Open to everyone. Everyone's welcome to come and listen. We'd love to have you.
Because your 20s are a universal experience. Whether, you know, it's our parents listening to this, they've been through their 20s. If your grandparents, if your aunts and uncles, your friends, your cousins, whatever, your work colleagues, everyone has had or about to enter into their 20s, and it's a universal experience. And I think, like you said, if I had something like this when I was 21 coming out of university, just as a bit of guidance.
Yeah, 100%. And actually on that as well, not even just for people who are around that age or about to enter that decade, touching back on parents and grandparents and family members that are older, it might be a nice thing for them to, one, reminisce, but two, relate to their kids who might be of that age and go, oh, I that's someone else's experience. I've just listened to a story and maybe I should go a bit easier on my child, or maybe I should be more invested in what they're doing, or wow, okay, they are on track. That's really cool. Like, it's nice for them to relate to that too.
But also for them to perhaps think back and realise, oh yeah, I went through something similar.
Yeah.
You know, and at the time didn't really discuss it, didn't really know how to. And this is a safe space. So welcome 100%. And join us. And I hope that you're going to love this journey with us.
Yeah. I'd also like to say, to finish that point, some situations and emotions transcend time. So some of them are very much affected by the social culture that you're in and the time frame that you're in and all of that. But there are some things that are just the same, no matter what decade you're in, what 100%. Age you are, what your circumstances are. Some emotions just hit the same. So yeah, we're accessible. We're open to all. We're excited.
Yeah.
We have a whole list of topics that we briefly mentioned before, some of them that we're going to discuss. And we are also very open to having some suggestions.
Speaking of suggestions, come over to our social media pages. We're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, we're on YouTube.
We are. The handle for all of those is the same. It is 29 to Life Pod. That's with numbers, not letters, otherwise that would be ridiculous. So it's 29 TOLIFEPOD.
Perfect. And also you can catch us on email.
You can. What's that?
Which is 29tolifepod@gmail.com.
Love
Send us an email.
Yeah, why not? You know, add us to your Teams meeting. Who cares?
Oh my God, I'd love that. Maybe not actually.
Maybe don't do that. But, you know, send us an email if you fancy it and leave a like, a comment, whatever you feel like doing. And if you don't, that's okay too. So, yeah, that's That's why we're doing this. And that's why 29 to Life is the name.
Yeah. And how it was born.
Yeah, I love it.
Love it.
So now that you know why we're doing this and what you can expect, maybe we should talk about who we are. So who are you, Lucy?
Who am I? What a great question. Simple answer, a legend. But you don't need to know that just yet.
Humble.
Humble, absolutely humble brag. Anyone who knows,
Yeah.
And all of you will know sooner or later. I'm Lucy. I'm 28, as we've previously discussed, and Annie is one of my best mates.
As I should be.
As you should be. We are currently sat in Browner Towers, my humble abode, recording this podcast. And yeah, I don't really know. What do you want to know about me? What do you think they want to know about me?
How did we meet?
Oh, okay.
What are your interests?
Okay.
All of that jazz.
Wow, I feel like I'm being properly interviewed. This is
Lucy
good.
Brown, this is your life.
Oh.
But anyway, yeah, who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah.
Such a hard question to answer. I really
It's a bit philosophical.
It is. Like, who am I? To be honest, I'm still figuring that out.
And that's okay.
And that is absolutely fine. But I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, I'm a niece, I'm a granddaughter.
She's a friend.
I'm a friend. Myself and Annie, we met at uni.
We did.
We went to Bath Spa. We both have a drama degree. We're friends who are in our 20s, still trying to figure things out. We're very similar, yet very different. We've had, I would say, quite a similar upbringing or similar situations
Similar
that have
experiences,
happened to us. And I really feel like we connect on such a deep level because of that.
Yeah.
And we sort of show that through our humour. And our personalities, and we're good time girls. We really are,
in a legal sense.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Nothing untoward there.
No, nothing untoward. But we're people.
We're people.
We're people, and we're people. No, I just feel like we're very kind, very caring, funny. I'm just listing everything that I should probably put on my dating profile, to be honest.
Oh, we could do that on here. We could set you up.
We could.
Anyway,
we digress.
Who am I, though?
But who are you?
Yeah, ask me.
All right, I'm asking, who are you?
I'm Annie. I'm 29. I turned 30 this year. Like, I haven't already mentioned that. It's like my new personality trait. Again, I agree with you. I'm still figuring things out, but I also feel like I know who I am so much more than I did even 2 years ago.
Yes.
But it's a journey. Growth is important. I'm figuring out things that I like. So I'm really coming into my own with my music tastes. I'm coming into my own.
Oh, yes.
With my interior design tastes. I recently bought a flat, so that's also been a main personality trait of mine. I feel like whatever's going on in my life is like my main trait. So yeah, I'm finding more ways to be creative. I love being creative. I love being with friends, but I also can be quite an introvert. So,
and I think we both can be, because I would say that even though I'm quite extroverted, and that's quite natural for me to be that way, I also have to have those introverted moments. So if somebody asks me, I would say I'm an introverted extrovert, which contradicts itself, but it's so true. I can be life and soul of the party. I can
100%.
go and speak to absolutely anybody and find some sort of common ground with them. But when my social battery is low, I need to retreat back into my cave, back into Browner Towers. I need to, listen to my music. I need to chill out. I need to do what I need to do. I need to go out with my camera, because I also do photography. I should have mentioned that earlier, but I didn't. I was put on the spot.
That's all right.
It's okay. Stress.
Yeah, I feel like I agree. I'm very similar in that I'm an introverted extrovert. I would say you're probably rowdier than I am.
I mean, yes, naturally.
You're naturally rowdier than I am. And I'm probably more on a more relaxed, chilled out extrovert vibe. I'm happy to talk to people. I'm confident to talk. I can make conversation with anyone. I'm happy to do that. All of that jazz doesn't bother me. Social situations are fine. Like, I have fun, all of that.
Yeah.
but I think I'm probably slightly more reserved than you.
Yeah.
Which is not a
No, it's
not.
not
To say you're crazy. I mean, you just bring the vibes and you're fun and you're out
Thank
there.
you.
But that being said, I think you bring out that side of me, which is really fun too.
Yeah, I think we balance each other out quite nicely.
We do. We can get very silly and rowdy and fun together. But also we have the capacity to have serious conversations that are meaningful and lovely, and it's great. So
and Annie has a very good way of sort of chilling me out a little bit. I'm quite a chilled person anyway, but Annie is on another level in the greatest possible way.
Yeah, I have been told before that if I were any more relaxed, I'd be horizontal.
Yes. Yeah.
I think I'm quite unflappable, and
she is
partially probably down to family experiences, personal experiences, but also my job for years has been you got to keep calm. So
keep calm, carry on.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. So that's about us, really. I mean, probably not the most eloquent, but we're figuring this out. No. It's the first episode. We'll become more succinct with our answers.
And let's be honest, you're going to find out more about us later on in other episodes. Exactly. We don't want to give all the goods away straight away.
Exactly. But I thought another way for them to get to know us would be to do a little friendship test or a little friendship quiz, if you will.
All right.
So I will ask some questions and we can both answer them about each other.
Okay.
Some of them are probably going to be easier than others, but we'll see. We'll see how we go.
All I'm going to say is I'm going to try my best.
Yeah. I think you'll be all right.
I hope so.
Yeah. Okay.
Me being put on the spot, as we've already just seen, I flap. I flap and I get stressed. And then it's not until afterwards I'm like, I should have said that.
I mean, I do ramble, but I don't flap. Anyway. Moving on.
Hit us with the quiz.
I think, well, for some people this can be a difficult question, but I think for both of us it's an easy question. So question number 1 is, when is my birthday and when is your birthday?
Okay, do you want to go first?
So your birthday is the 14th of March, 1996.
No,
wrong
year.
Five.
Yeah.
Sorry. I can't do maths.
It's all right. And your birthday is the 9th of December, 1994.
Yes. Sorry. I had 95 in my head and then I panicked when I said it. But
I
did know it.
She flapped.
You've rubbed off on me. That's not good. Okay. So 1-1 at the moment.
1-1.
Well, I mean, on that, because we're both quite into it, what is our star signs? What are our star signs even?
You're a Sagittarius.
Yeah, little saggy tits. And Lucy is a Pisces.
I am.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, 2 for 2. See,
you're doing fine. I know, but I panic.
What is my favourite toast topping? What do I like on my toast? What do you like on your toast? I don't think we've eaten toast around each other that much. I'm not going to lie. So this is a bit of a rogue question.
I'm internally panicking.
Because I think the only time I've seen you have toast is as part of like a full English or something.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have had a topping on it because it's...
No. Well, apart from a bit of butter.
Well, yeah. But it's not like toast on its own. Toast on its own is different to toast as a side.
I feel like you would be, because I actually don't know the answer to this. And so I'm just going to guess.
Do I give you a clue or do I let you guess?
No, let me guess.
Okay.
Let me guess. I'm going to say you're a bit more on the fancier side, right? So I'm going to say for a sweet topping, you'd go marmalade.
Right. Is that, are you just doing sweet topping and doing savoury? That made it seem like you were doing savoury as well.
Well, yeah, I was, but then I just sort of thought, what savoury toppings do you have on toast? Oh, avocado. I'm either going to say marmalade for sweet topping, or if you're going to go more savoury, I would say smashed avo.
Interesting. Shall I guess yours before we reveal?
Yeah. Just do sweet for me. I've done for you.
Okay. I'm going to say jam. No?
Can you be more specific?
You strike me as a strawberry or a raspberry.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not maybe strawberry.
Oh.
Now the way you're looking at me is throwing me off.
It's intentional.
I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to say strawberry.
Okay. All right. So I would say you were correct for both because I can flip between the two. If I want something a bit more tart, raspberry.
That's what I mean.
A bit more sweet, strawberry. So yeah, I would say you get that.
Okay. You didn't get mine.
No, I didn't think so.
Vegemite.
Ugh.
Have you ever had it?
Yeah.
When?
Because growing up, I've got friends who were either born in Australia or lived out there for a little while, so they used to bring stuff back. So I have tried that.
Okay.
And I've also tried Marmite, and it's disgusting.
Vegemite is better than Marmite. I do like Marmite.
I've heard this over the years so many times, and I'm not saying I don't believe you, but what I am saying, going off of Marmite, it's the same principle thing, therefore disgusting.
No.
Yes.
Incorrect. For context, I'm half Australian, which is why I like Vegemite and respect it.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so actually, how did you... I'm interested, sorry, we're really deep diving into this, why you don't like Vegemite, but I need to know. It's, it's part of my life.
Yeah.
It's important.
I mean, I would be up for tasting it, trying it again in this stage of my life.
Okay, so when it was... Did you try it on toast? Did you try it on bread? And... Can you remember how it looked? Like, do you remember if it was thick? Do you remember if it had butter?
I'm pretty sure, and I'm not just saying this, I'm pretty sure it was butter, and it was just a little, it wasn't excessive. But I feel like the taste, it's just so overpowering.
You're just weak.
Wow, okay.
I'm going to make you like Vegemite. But are you not really a savoury, salty kind of gal?
Not really, I'm more sweet.
Oh, okay. Well, then if you maybe just don't like salty things. Anyway, we'll move on.
Next question.
What are our favourite possessions?
Thought you said something else.
No. That's for the After Dark version.
Okay. Favourite possessions.
Do you want me to go what I think yours is?
I mean, yeah.
I could be wrong, but I'm gonna gamble. I think probably your camera.
Ooh. I mean, I would say it would be on the list, but it's not top spot.
Because the other things are probably sentimental, which are hard to guess.
Yes.
But I don't know sentiment. What would be sentimental?
Oh, I don't know. But to be fair, I don't know if you've ever seen said item or know the story of said item, so you probably wouldn't know.
See, that's the thing with mine. But at least we'll learn something about each other.
We will, and I will reveal.
Do you want to guess mine?
Is yours more sentimental?
Yeah. I don't think you've ever seen mine, so...
I'm going to say it's going to be like some sort of baby blanket that you've had since forever. No. Oh, that's a disappointed, little shake of the head then.
No. So, it's technically, it's not one thing, but I feel like because they're both the same type, it can count as my favourite possession.
Fair enough, I'll let you have it.
So, my mum, on my 21st birthday, gave me a necklace that my brother and I had given to her for Mother's Day when we were about 6, I think.
Right.
So I've always loved that necklace, and she gave it to me on my 21st birthday, so it reminds me of my mum. But then also I have a necklace that my dad bought for me when I think it was like my first piece of jewellery when I was about 10, and it's got a little pearl on it. It's really cute, so.
Oh, that's sweet.
I'd just like to say also, I still wear that pearl necklace. It's not like a 10-year-old's pearl necklace. It was like a nice adult, first piece of proper jewellery.
Yeah.
Kind of, it's not like I'm just in a friendship bracelet, although they're cool now, actually. I'm trying to think for you, what sentimental, is yours jewellery or is yours? No.
I mean, a piece of jewellery that I own is sentimental. But it's not
the favourite thing.
But it's on the list, but it's like my camera, but it's not.
Is your flat your favourite thing?
No.
Browner towers are important.
Browner towers are important because I did this all on my own. Not to brag, humble brag, but I did.
She did.
No. Shall I tell you?
Yeah.
It's my all-time favourite thing is my teddy bear that I've still got.
Aww.
Who, I had since I was 9 months old. My family and I, mum, dad and my sister, we lived out in Malaysia for a couple of years because of my dad's job. And one day we were walking through the market. I was in my little stroller.
Oh, I remember this.
And I saw this shelf, these shelves filled with this bear, exactly the same bear, just in different sizes. And because I was at the right swiping height in the old pushchair, I picked up this teddy bear, and my parents were like, oh, Lucy, put that back. And I refused, and they bought it for me, and it was only like a couple of quid.
Yeah.
Right? And I've had him ever since. He's actually on my bed right now. He's very worse for wear. He is 28 years old. So that bear has travelled, as halfway, all around the world.
That bear has seen things.
Seen it.
Seen things.
Yeah.
Especially being your bear.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right. Okay, next question. This one's easy for both of us, but it gives people some insight. Tea or coffee?
You are more of a coffee gal.
Yeah.
But you do partake in tea, and you're getting more into your tea as of recently.
Yeah. Lucy is neither. She's not a hot drink gal. She might dabble in a hot chocolate every now and again.
Or a cup of tea every now
or
and
a biscuit
again.
tea.
Yeah.
But largely, no thanks.
I know.
Yeah.
If that freaks you out, I'm sorry. It's just who I am. Get over it.
I think we're both the same for this one. Chocolate or ice cream?
Chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate. We're both chocolate.
Both chocolate.
Yeah.
Has to be Cadbury's for me, though.
Day or night?
Oh.
I think you're day.
I would say I am. I am now. Back in the day, back in the old youth. Definitely night.
It's not to say you don't thrive in the evenings. She does.
Oh, I do.
Lucy's one of the most productive people I've ever known. So the energy that she puts into that is very much day energy.
Yeah. I'm up early.
Yeah.
I like to get things done. I like to be productive.
Yeah, you like a little early night now.
But I would say you're more night.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
Slightly more chaotic and unpredictable. And
we're literally like perfect opposites, really, in that respect.
It's funny, though, because even though I think an expectation of you being the rowdier one and me being the more chilled one, you'd think that I was day and you were night. But it's funny how it's the other way around.
Look at us subverting those expectations.
I know.
Love it.
That was some big words there. Well done.
Thanks.
You tried really hard. Oh, okay. Summer or winter? I feel like mine's obvious.
Your summer. What? I feel like you thrive in the summertime.
Since when? I burn.
Yeah, me too. But
I have you seen my wardrobe? It's full of jumpers.
Yeah, I know you do love a jumper.
Because I love winter.
Oh, mate.
Yeah. I feel like...
okay, but that's my perception of you. I feel like maybe it's the Australian thing.
Yeah, maybe. But I didn't thrive there and I left.
Yeah, true.
So, I've been here for like 15 years. No.
Yeah.
Anyway, doesn't matter how long I've been here. I've been here.
So you definitely prefer winter?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
See, I would say I'm this. I like aspects of both. I hate it when it's too hot.
Yet.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
See, I was going to actually say there are large aspects of your personality that have the same energy as summer, but then there's also the part you do like getting cozy in winter, and you like your Gilmore Girls, and you like autumn. I do. I actually think Lucy's answer is autumn, so neither summer or winter, it's autumn.
I would agree with you, actually. Yeah, because it's like a little bit of both. I like that you still get sun, but I like that it's crisp mornings.
Yeah, I think a better question for you would have been spring or autumn.
Yeah.
Spring or fall.
Which would be difficult because my birthday's in spring.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That would have been a better one for you to think about. Whereas I do like autumn, but I prefer winter.
Yeah, I'm definitely an autumn gal.
Yeah. I've lost track of the scores, so we can both win.
I mean, let's be honest, I'm failing, probably.
We've already talked about this today, so I know the answer, but I think you know the answer for me. Savoury or sweet? I know that you're sweet.
You're more savoury. I would say out of the two of us, you're more savoury.
Probably.
You do have a sweet tooth.
I do have a sweet tooth, but I also crave salt so much.
Yeah, so I would say savoury for you.
Might need to go to the doctor, but anyway. Okay, so these are like more like use one word to describe me in this context questions.
Oh.
So we have, what one word best describes our personalities? It's big, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And
no,
again,
that's not the answer. I mean, it's a big question.
Yeah, I know.
But then it could be the answer.
No.
Big personalities.
Yeah. No, I know. I just internally panicking.
It's coming out externally now.
Yeah. And now I've completely forgotten the question.
What one word describes our personalities? I think exuberant works for you.
That's a very big word. I can't pull out another big word like
It
that.
doesn't have to be a big word. I said big before.
Yeah, you did.
It's not, even though it's big, it's quite a small word.
This is why I hate these types of questions.
Zesty for you? Zesty works quite well for you, actually. You are zesty.
Chilled for you, because you are chilled.
Boring.
No, it's not boring. Chilled. Comical. Comical. Because you're so fun, and you make everyone just feel at ease, and you're just super chill, and you're just so funny. So I'm not saying comical as in a clown, I'm just saying comical as in funny, hilarious.
I do think actually I'm quite a contradiction as a person.
Yeah, you are.
It's really... I
think this is why I struggle with these questions about you.
Yeah.
Not because I don't know you, not because I don't love you, because I do.
Yeah.
It's just...
You better.
I do. But there are so many different facets to your personality.
Yeah. I'm mysterious.
You are mysterious.
Maybe that's my word.
Yeah, maybe.
I just don't really know where I'm going next.
Mysterious. Oh, yeah.
I feel like if I were to change careers randomly and not tell you, and I came back in and I was like, oh, I actually heard goats in the mountains now, you'd be like, checks out.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I wouldn't even question it.
Whereas if you came back and said that, I'd be like, is everything okay at home?
Yeah.
You all right?
You would ask me that question, and then you'd sign me up to rehab.
There'd be qualms and questions and concerns about that.
Yeah.
Whereas me, it's like, oh, she's just being free.
Yeah, free. Oh, that's another one. Free.
Free. Yeah, you're exuberant.
Thanks.
You are zesty.
Oh.
Zesty's good for you.
I feel like you're a bit spicy.
Am I?
I think so. No, with your humour and the way that you are, and the shit she comes out with sometimes. I'm sorry if that's not the definition of a bit spicy. Being like,
True.
You just drop things on us sometimes.
Yeah. I'm kind of like a field of landmines.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to expect.
No. Which, again, is weird because I'm a chilled landmine.
Yeah, you are.
So lovely, beautiful, picturesque, calming looking.
Yeah.
Which is why people walk into it and then they're like, oh, shit. Everything starts going. It's like landmines, left, right. And just starts going off and then it's chill again.
She's easy breezy beautiful, but then
I'm not selling myself very well here.
No, but then you just pop up with something absolutely random.
Whereas like Lucy's like, oh, like a nice hotel maybe.
A hotel?
Because there's like the productivity of the reception desks. There's people there to help you.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what's going on. The concierge are giving you advice. Then you've got a tasty little restaurant. And then it's comforting to sleep in. There's entertainment galore. You're there on a holiday. The vibes are good.
Wow, I've never been described in such a beautiful manner in all my life.
A 5-star hotel.
Wow, and you've just compared yourself to a minefield.
I'm a landmine.
Landmine, sorry.
A field of landmines. But like, you've got some sexy military men.
Oh yes,
hanging out.
Yeah, in the uniform.
This has taken a turn.
It has
anyway,
really taken a turn.
We'll get back to the questions. So, what one word describes your work ethic?
Oh.
I'm going to say productive for you. You hit targets. You get things done. Give Lucy a job. She'll do it faster than anyone else. Better than anyone else.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. I'd try.
No, I would. I would go that far. That's why I chose you for this. Keep me in line.
Yeah, but you say that, but very organised. You're such a hard worker, mate. When you're at work... Like me, we get it done.
Yeah.
Right? And I would say you are super organised.
Thank you. Oh, this might be fun for each other.
Oh, God.
What one word describes your fashion sense? See, I personally feel like I'm still figuring it out.
Yeah, me too.
It took me a long time to feel comfortable enough to experiment with fashion, and that comes down to my age, comes down to how I look, comes down to all financial reasons. There's so many different factors as to why I don't feel like I've fully found my style. I feel like I'm starting to come into it. And
this is where, again, we're very similar because same.
Yeah. Okay, another question that links to this is, what would you, if none of those factors that I just mentioned, like body type, self-esteem, finances, whatever, if none of that came into it, what would you want your ideal wardrobe to look like? Is there a specific style, or do you think it would be more eclectic?
I think it would be perhaps a little bit more eclectic, but still the baseline of what I'm trying to achieve. Because one of my goals for this year is to redo my wardrobe, and actually find things that I'm comfortable wearing and want to wear, and sort of classic.
I think that would suit you really well.
But then if no of those factors, whatever, were an issue or something that, didn't have to overcome, I would also change it up a little bit, because for me and what I wear even now is very dependent on mood.
Oh yeah, that comes with everyone, I think.
Yeah. So like I would be more willing to be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to wear that nice skirt or that shorter dress.
I can so see you being one of those like really beautiful women in Monaco who are in those like tailored trousers and like a nice cashmere top, or like a power suit situation, or we all crisp white shirts and things like that.
We all know I love a blazer.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So blazers, crisp shirts, that kind of tailored. It's a more tailored look. It's a more classic style of pieces that you can mix and match even with each other.
What would you say about yourself? I think you're a mixture.
I am. I think I'm definitely more eclectic, because there are elements of things that I wear that are that classic style.
Yes, definitely.
More neutral tones and things like that. But then I'm also quite, I want to say hip, but that's like I'm a boomer. No offense if you are a boomer and you use the term hip and happening. But slightly, because I do love a jumper. I do love a pair of jeans. Like slouchy jeans and a jumper is just really comfy for me. But
what I would say to you, you are just always put together.
Oh, thanks.
It doesn't matter what sort of vibe you're going after, whether that's jeans, jumper, you like a top tucked in cardigan.
Yeah, I think
a graphic tee, or if you're in like your matching sets, because Annie loves a matching set.
I do.
It doesn't matter what vibe you're going for, you always put together, always.
I think it's an interesting question as well, because it can come down to lifestyle too, because I know mostly Monday to Friday, if I'm not working, I know that I'm going to be doing exercise, so I'm probably going to be in gym gear or athleisure or anything like that. So I think it also does depend on what you're doing, whereas if you're going to work or a business meeting, that might be different to going to dinner or to see your friends or all of those things. So, or just being comfy at home. Some people are so stylish in their own home, and I admire that, but I also do find joy in just putting on something that doesn't match and being comfortable. So nice sometimes.
Sometimes you've just got to do that. I mean, I do that quite a lot.
Yeah.
I don't have to go anywhere. Like, I'll wear probably the oldest thing I've got in my wardrobe, but it's like the comfiest thing ever.
Exactly. That was a good question.
That was, actually.
Let me see if there's anything else that we can finish on.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so final question. And it works well as final because you'll understand.
The gleam in her eye is making me scared.
If you were on death row,
yes,
what would your final meal be?
Oh,
so
are we doing starter, main, dessert?
I think so, and drink. And do we want to try and guess each other's first, or do we just want to talk about our own?
I will definitely fail.
I think I would fail, and I think I need time to think about my own too.
I think
do you know
for
yours?
me,
Is it instant? You go then.
Well, my drink is instant. I'd have to have a very, very large gin and tonic. A very, very large one.
Yeah.
Right? In like the massive proper gin glasses.
Big round one. Like you can ask for a bucket even.
I could ask, what?
Because you're allowed to ask for as much as you want. Some of them are crazy, like the size of them. I don't know if you've ever seen the lists of people like.
No, I haven't.
Of like famous last meals.
So it would, I will. It would have to be a massive gin and tonic. So drink, done.
Yeah. Should I go my drink now?
Yeah.
I've always, like as a child, water was always my favourite drink. And I just think that's a poor choice for because I would have had that in prison.
You'd be sick of it.
What would I not have had? I probably would have had shit coffee. So I feel like I would have had coffee. What would I not have been able to have in prison? I guess alcohol you can't really have in prison, can you?
No.
And also it'll give you a little buzz to get buzzed.
Yeah,
so,
and you
that's
know
an
what?
awful thing to say. I'm sorry.
Takes the edge off.
Takes the edge off, really. Do I go G&T as well? I do like G&T, or do I just full send it back to uni and do a gin and juice, which is a bit foul? Do love a Dr. Pepper though.
You love a Dr. Pep.
I feel like I could live without alcohol.
I couldn't.
I don't care that much for it.
If I'm popping my clogs, right, I need my last hit of gin before I do so.
Do you know what? I think I am going to go Dr. Pepper.
Okay, fair enough. Bucket? Ice.
Oh, yeah. Big one.
Your little lime packets?
Yes, actually, I need to be more specific, don't
Yes.
I am obsessed with this thing called True Lime, which is crystallised lime in sachets. Makes it taste amazing. So as many sachets as is to my preferred taste in this giant bucket of Dr. Pepper with
Fair
ice.
enough.
And it can't just be any ice, it has to be pebbled ice, but small pebbled ice. I'm very specific about that.
So, drink done.
Drink done. Shall I go? So we're going starters now, right?
Yeah. I know mine.
You go then. You're so on it, I need to think.
See? We've flipped it, haven't we? It would have to be one of those beautiful sharing camembert, baked camembert with really beautiful bread and like a little garlic confit. Give me a gin and tonic. Give me my camembert. Leave me be.
You know what? Now I'm thinking, this is really fancy. Have you ever had a courgette flower?
No. Do I look like I've ever had a courgette flower?
I don't know.
Just let's break this down, okay? The answer to that is no. Okay, right? It's not. No, I didn't even know that that was a thing.
So they're like little courgettes, obviously,
right?
But they're not the big fellas. They're the little ones. You know that like the baby courgettes you can get.
I mean, sure.
Do you not really eat courgettes?
No.
Anyway, the little courgettes you can get, and there's like a little flower at the top of it, and they fill it with like ricotta cheese.
Oh, right.
It's nice. And sometimes they'll deep fry, they'll batter them.
Oh, right.
Not always, but sometimes they do.
Oh, okay.
And I just feel like that is something that is so random that you'd never have in prison. So I think courgette flowers probably.
Okay.
I just love them.
A little bit of health.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Make it easier for them to burn me at the end.
Oh no, I'm making it as hard as possible. So that's starter done.
Okay.
Main course. I know mine. It doesn't flow.
But I don't. You're about to die. Does it have to flow?
No, it doesn't. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to have because I already know. Okay. I'm going to go to the beautiful cuisine of Indian.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like, one of my faves. Well, probably my fave, actually, if we're talking takeaway-wise. I would have chicken do piazza with a pilau rice, peshwari naan, and obviously you've got to have the poppadoms with all the chutneys and the dips and everything. That's my main. So,
weirdly, it's not my favourite thing. I like it, but it's not my favourite thing to have. But I'm just trying to get myself into the headspace of I'm going to die tomorrow. And this is the last thing I'm going to eat. Wow. I'm going method. I'm going to make my last meal a roast.
Fair enough. I feel like that's a classic answer. Yeah.
It is. I might be basic, but I'm going to have one of those giant Yorkshire puddings.
Oh,
and then I'm going to put roast potatoes. I'm going to put honey roasted parsnips and carrots.
Oh, God.
Actually, no, I take that back. I'm going to put honey roasted carrots, and then I'm going to put there's like a vegetarian parmesan crusted parsnip. I'm going to have some Brussels sprouts. I'm going to have beautiful gravy. Just like the perfect consistency, the right, not lumpy, good texture, good consistency.
Yeah.
I might even have a bit of broccoli, a bit rogue, but I might have some broccoli.
Oh, I love broccoli.
I have a teeny bit of mash, and then some kind of gorgeous nut roast.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
For the vegetarian.
And as much gravy on tap.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe like a bread sauce just to make it Christmassy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, add that vibe.
Oh, cauliflower cheese as well, sorry. Almost forgot that. That would have been criminal.
Literally. It's funny how, and quite ironic, how you're going down the more health route with all that veg when you're going to pop your clogs after this.
I know, but it's just, I'm thinking comforting. I've gone fancy. I've gone something I have all the time that I like, which is the drink, and then the fancy courgette.
Yeah.
And then I've gone hearty, comforting with...
Yeah, I get that.
Dessert's still there. I think we should also do a side. I'm going to have a side of mac and cheese.
Interesting.
Really random,
Interesting.
but I think it would be amazing.
My side, again on the Indian cuisine level, would either have to be Bombay potatoes,
Yep.
or it would have to be a sheikh kebab. Which,
Okay.
yeah, because I love that. Or an onion bhaji, something that like
it
goes quite well.
Oh, so it would be an Indian side. It wouldn't be like
no,
another random one.
No,
Okay,
because
flow.
when I have an Indian, I want to experience that, and yeah.
Okay.
It's got the main has to flow for me.
Fair enough.
So mains done. Dessert.
I think I can cheat the system this way.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna have a chocolate fountain. And there'll be vegetarian marshmallows. There'll be banana bread. There'll be bananas. There'll be strawberries. There'll even be eat and mess on the side that I can drizzle it in. It's just a big dessert. It's almost like a dessert buffet. There'll be bits of cake that I can dip in the chocolate. You get me?
Yeah. I'm liking that vibe. I'm liking the vibe of that.
And just like, imagine seeing someone sat in a prison cell with a chocolate fountain next to them.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Okay. My dessert, because I quite like the whole collective vibe you're going for. So I'm going to steal that idea.
Yeah.
It would have to be a collection of all the things that I love. So there's going to be a lot of Cadbury's chocolate. A lot. Yeah. I know that's not a proper dessert, but the fact is it's the last time I'm going to be having it. So I feel like I need to have it. Tiramisu would be involved, in that.
Tiramisu needs to be involved.
It needs to be involved. I love me a bit of tiramisu.
Which I find funny because you're not a coffee person.
No, I'm not, but I love tiramisu.
Maybe you're a sponge finger gal.
Maybe. Oh, carrot cake.
Oh.
Carrot cake, so
That's
rogue.
grim.
No, I just want to end this meal.
You want a sweet shop?
I just want a bit of everything. I don't want to be tied down and put in a box.
Wow. I think on that lovely death row note, we're bringing this segment to a close. I hope it has helped you get to know us a little bit more, given some insight into us, into our friendship, how we act with each other, all of that malarkey. And So Lucy, do you think we should give them a little preview of what's to come next week? A teaser, if you will.
I think so. Just to treat them, might as well.
A treat for the ears.
Yeah, why not? It will be a good one. So tune in, because next episode is going to be all about friendship.
We know nothing about that.
No, not at all.
Definitely not the entire reason for this podcast.
No. So, gonna have to do some research on that, I think, don't you?
Yeah. Well, we'll cover some topics.
Yeah.
We'll discuss the changing nature of friendships, perhaps.
Ooh.
How they evolve, what you expect from a friend.
Ooh.
All those kinds of things. I think that'll be good.
Yeah. So, tune in, join us next Thursday.
Yeah.
And, treat yourself.
Time for the outro, I think.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of 29 to Life.
She's been Annie.
She's been Lucy.
New episodes drop every Thursday on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Catch the video version on YouTube.
Don't miss out on behind-the-scenes exclusives on all of our socials. You can find us with the same handle, @29tolifepod, on Instagram, TikTok and YouTube.
Or email us at 29tolifepod@gmail.com.
Follow, like and subscribe on whatever platform you choose. We would love to see you there.
See you next Thursday. Bye!